We're going to learn how to use this extruder today. There are several brands on the market. A lot of them you can just walk into any craft store and buy. There's some larger models that you can also get online from different polymer clay places. But basically it's kind of like those cookie tubes that you put a die in the end and squeeze all of the dough out. It's the same principle, only we're going to squeeze out some polymer clay. There are lots of all the different brands come with different shaped dies. So you can squeeze out some tubes, some squares, some spaghetti, all kinds of different shapes that can come out and be used for different shapes. It'll come out as a long tube that you can then cut up and do various things with. So let me show you. Quite a while ago, when I first got my extruder, I made this clock. And all of these little tiny individual tiles are slices from the tubes that I extruded out of my machine. It was very painstaking. I had to set all of those individual little tiles. So today, what I'm going to do is show you how to use the extruder and then show you how to make this process a little bit easier by combining them into a cane rather than using individual tiles. So this is what the little individual tiles look like. And at the end, we'll show you how you can make this whole process a little bit easier. First, how to use the extruder. You have to load it with clay. You're going to take the end off here. And you're going to choose your die. I already have mine in here. It's the square I'm using. So you're going to put that in the end. And then you can, it comes off both ends. I load mine from this end, but you can take the top off and load the barrel from up here too. So I always pull my inner core back there. I don't know if you can see it's going back there. Then you have to prepare your clay. You need to make a stack of clay. Now you can put one solid color in there and have a solid tube come out, and there's lots of uses for that too. We'll see some uses for that later. But for this, you need to stack different colors of clay. So basically you have to cut little circles. I have a cutter just a little bit smaller than the end of the tube, and that's what I use. If you don't have any of these cutters, just use the end of the tube itself to cut your various circles in different colors. I'm going to use kind of my metallics today. I already have a couple pre-cut here, so we don't have to watch me cut all of those, but either way, either use the end of your machine or use a cutter to cut a bunch of circles. Now, you're going to stack them up, and you can see, whatever colors are next to each other are going to, come out of the tube next to each other. So you do want to make sure that your colors contrast enough that you can really see a difference in the circles that are coming out. So it's like I'm not going to put my silver and my light silver and my white next to each other, my pearl. So the other thing to remember is the first color you put that comes out is going to be your outer color. So for example, on this one, I don't know if you can see, but blue's on the edge. So I must have had blue in the barrel first for that one. So I'm going to choose gold, and you don't get a lot of pattern in your first inch or so of what comes out of the extruder. So I'm going to put 2 so I don't lose all my gold before I even start. So I'm going to start off with 2 gold, and then just kind of pick some colors. You want to make a stack. I'm just going to do a short one today, but you can actually fill this whole barrel and make a really, 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 really long extrusion. But for our demo, I'm just going to stack up a couple here. It's kind of fun to, well, see now I just picked up those 2, but when it actually comes out, I don't think there's going to be much contrast in there, so I'm going to take that one back off and put another color in. Now, I like to do fun things with my extruder. Oh, I did it again. Those 2 colors aren't going to work. Every once in a while, I don't have it today, but every once in a while, if I'm doing other colors, I will put like a little tiny round of glow in the dark in So then you randomly will get this really cool tile that glows.